on Sunday at 10 a.m. So actually, like this shows that you have the effort to actually improve yourself. Okay, so this is going to be the first workshop series. We are going to have 6 series of this sharing session from all the prominent people who actually like can give you more knowledge into STEM. So today we are very lucky. We have Professor Dato Dr. Noraini Idris. She's the chairperson for the National STEM Association. So you are very lucky to have her. We are very lucky to have her with us today, so she can share what are the skills that are important, especially the STEM skills when you are entering the workforce. Because most of you are actually like already graduated and are final year student. So without further ado, okay, before that, since this is Ramadan, and also I think we should be starting with recitation of Surah Al-Fatihah. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the session to Dato. Okay, please, Dato.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Mas. And really excited to see all our anak-anak lah today. Yes, STEM is very, very important, as you all know now. So I think before I elaborate further, let me share my PowerPoint first. Why? Okay, can you see the slide, Mas?
It's coming out sekejap, baru nak keluar.
Okay.
Dia belum keluar. Dato' share screen ke Dato' share window? Show your entire screen pun boleh. Lepas tu
Okay.
pilih. So while we waiting for Dato' to share, this is going to be a very santai mode, Miss. Miss, you can always like put your question on the chat box or raise your hand, nak tanya soalan. So should be a two-way communication lah this session So because we are expecting more lah because you are almost graduating kan. So if you have any questions, you can start putting in the chat box. So while Dato presenting, then we have a Q&A session, then we can start discussing whatever that you think is important when you are, because all of you actually, like most of you are going to go for, to get a job sooner or later. So nowadays, and we know that these are the era of all these disruptive technologies, a lot of advanced technology. So these
Okay,
STEM
how?
skills are really needed. Okay, Dato is sharing. Sekejap tengah try.
Yeah.
Window lah.
Share entire screen kot. Please also like register your attendance at the link that provided in the chat box. You can register for your attendance. Actually, like there are more to coming in. We have about 100 plus registered for today's session.
Tanya. Can share can share dia Mas.
Belum lagi. Kalau tak, Datuk boleh WhatsApp kat saya and then I can share for you.
Ya ya. Can you see now?
Datuk jadi belum keluar apa-apa lagi lah. Ha.
Assalamualaikum, Mas Shahida. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Actually, I just saw that this is actually for students, but actually I'm a teacher myself. So, is it okay for me to
Yeah,
join
yes, yes.
this
Actually, okay. This program is a continuous program about 6 series that we are conducted for the final year student and those who just graduated from the university level. But we do open to others to join in because this is, I think, we just open to all. It's just like the one that the students, when they have to complete all the 6 series, so they will get a certificate of completion for all the 6 series. Tapi kita buka je. So to those yang masuk je, boleh ha.
Oh, okay. Thank you then.
Boleh, no problem. Thank you. Datuk tadi macam nampak nak okay. Datuk Noraini is trying to share her screen. Tunggu sekejap. Okay, while waiting for Datuk to share, I just wanted to give some overview. So to those who actually like already joined the STEM Plus program, so you have 6 series that we will send to you all the information for all the 6 series. This is going to be the first series. So once you complete all the 6 series, you'll be getting a certificate for all the attendance. But we also open these sessions to all other participants for a knowledge sharing. So, and okay, all right, Dato join in, I think, yeah, should be okay after this. But those who said inside who haven't registered, for this program, we actually like put inside the Google form. If you're interested, we'll send to you the details about this program and you can register. This open to all the graduates of 2021 and 2022 graduates and also final year students. So because the intention is we wanted to expose as much as possible what are the STEM skills needed when you are entering the workforce later on. And we will also help when you register for this program. We will request a resume from you guys and we will help to disseminate to the potential employers that would like to find new that open for the job placement. So please state yes. Okay, Dato, now we can see. All right, Dato. Okay. I pass to you, Dato.
Full, huh?
Okay, dah nampak Dato your screen?
Alright, Alhamdulillah. Alright, Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much, everyone, for being patient. As you can see from the picture there, when we talk about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is really playing important role now. Yeah, from simple technology into the high-end technology. Yeah, okay. The future direction, which is now. Yeah, we are in the digital world. Everything is quickly integrating in all our daily activities. So what need to be done? Of course, let us review. Okay. All of us, whether we are students, whether we are already completing our university education, whether we are teachers, whether we are parents, whether we are community, we undergone through this STEM pipeline, which is from cradle to career. And some of us, the teachers, of course, you already here at the career. The students, some of you all completed, you are already at your tertiary level here. So the strength for the jump to the way forward for the next generation, of course, we need to incorporate all our workforce with the technology, with the science, with the engineering and mathematics. So we must continuously inculcate with the positive environment. Okay.
Sorry
we
to
are,
interrupt.
yeah.
Dato, I think you are
Yes.
not sharing your slide correctly. I think you click the presentation, but we can only see the PowerPoint application now without the full screen. Maybe Mas can help Dato for this matter. Thank you.
Dato klik dekat presentation tu. Ada gambar yang
Can you see now better?
we can see your screen tapi dia bukan dalam presentation mode.
Ya.
Dia bukan dalam presentation mode. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Dia belum keluar lagi. Tidak, Datuk belum tekan tapi dia belum keluar kat kita orang. Dah keluar kat Datuk
Mai dah lama keluar.
Oh, okay. Boleh tak pun besarkan dia yang slide ni. Maksudnya besarkan dia supaya at least kalau tak dalam presentation mode tu kita boleh nampak besar sikit. Ni siap format background ni Datuk pangkah kan? Atas tu ada pangkah atas tu sebab dia mengganggu. Okay. Alright. I think biarlah macam ni. Alright. Cuma nanti Datuk tekanlah slide ke bawah tu. Alright. Okay.
Alright. Okay. So all of us has undergone different experience in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah, but you know, sometimes don't know whether we really liked to study science or not, and don't know whether we really into technology or not. Is it the relevant technology of today or not? You know, so this is the things that we have to reflect ourselves and really had to equip ourselves now. Even though we have graduates, even though we are still in the university, or even though we are already in the teaching line, or other lines, or other occupation, yeah, but still the number of people that, or the number of students that into STEM is very low in our country. From the data show, the people choose after form 3. During the form 3, we have about 450,000 students. Only 17% choose into the pure sciences. When I talk about pure sciences, that is the definition of STEM that National STEM movement in 2016 defined, where we need to study all maths, mathematics, additional mathematics, maths, science, chemistry, biology, physics, and chemistry. And but now it's not only thinking of all this knowledge, but we also must thinking of look at the attitudes, look at our competencies. Yeah, yes, STEM is important in our daily life, but the challenges is here now. Okay, why local grads losing out? Okay, he has been talking until today that apart from academic excellence, most employers require workers to possess qualities such as good attitude, strong work ethic, the ability to communicate well, a willingness to learn and to contribute new ideas. In the sense here, what we should reflect, all of us now, yes, we have completed our studies at the universities. Some of us have started working, but do you enjoy what you are doing or not? Do we able to contribute any innovation or not in our career? How do we helping our country now? Because we are facing the pandemic now, and then of course in the phases of endemic, but still we are not able to produce our own vaccine. We don't able to produce our own medicine to help our student, our citizen of the country. So this is the things that we have to reflect the balance. Are we ready to go? You know, for the graduate student, or for the student, or for the teachers, for the professors that also in this group this morning. Are we preparing or not? Are we preparing our students, our graduates into these STEM competencies to help our country? Okay, so I would like to share videos how Japanese are different from the rest of the world because they have inculcated the positive attitude values, and then how they because we cannot just come to the universities, or we cannot just come to the school, or just teaching the content alone. But when we talk about the STEM competencies, is a holistic competency, including yes, knowledge, of course, but the attitudes and the competencies it must be balanced. Then we'll be able to come out as a good citizen, as a good innovators, to help our country. Okay, I would like to share the video.
This car stops for kids who want to cross the street, and as a way of saying thank you, watch what they do next. This is what you call respect. This might be a rare sight for most of the world, especially from children this age, but not in Japan. Here, even if they're in a hurry, they never forget to pay respect. Japanese kids are even polite to machines. And in the world where there is too much rudeness, Project Nightfall needs to investigate how the hell Japanese kids are different from the rest of the world. Well, first of all, while most schools teach only academic knowledge, in Japan, children are being also taught good manners. And it starts before they even reach school.
How I brought up, or how my mother taught me what I was doing wrong, is usually to think of other people's feelings.
They are taught how to be independent and have sense of responsibility by letting them go to their schools on their own every single day, no matter the age. I'm not kidding. In Japan, parents don't escort their kids to school. And once they reach the school, they are taught how not to be spoiled by serving their own food, doing their dishes, cleaning their mess. What's crazy about it is that it's so effective that in many Japanese schools there are no janitors. No janitors because the children are the janitors. And once that young kid is back home, politeness doesn't stop. Just look at this adorable little girl who offers her mother help by buying stuff from the store alone. And on the way to the store, she even knows exactly how to recycle trash. What a beautiful side of good manners, a result of a system and tradition that in Japan people practice for more than 60 years now.
It's a culturally indoctrinated understanding that children are supposed to be independent by the time they start grade school, really. So that's age 6.
It is no secret that our childhood has an impact on our adulthood. And that is exactly why adults in Japan are also ultra polite. Just look at these people patiently waiting for passengers to get off the train before they can enter. No cutting in line, even on escalators. As someone who used to live in London, I really see this as an impressive thing. And remember how I showed you kids being janitors? Well, in one World Cup, the Japanese audience literally cleaned after the game. What you're looking at now is an amazing example of good manners taught from young age. Impressive good manners in a huge country. After all, Japan's population is 126 million people, and yet it's considered one of the most disciplined, organized, and cleanest countries. They also have one of the lowest crime rates in the world. And all of this.
Okay. All right. I think you can only hear a voice, right? I don't know why. What's wrong? Cannot be shared with you all. All right. Anyway, what is the video all about just now is that we always excited to see the mathematics, the y is equal to x squared, the dy dx is equal to 2, and all this thing, you know, we go for that, but we didn't really go into what is the meaning of that, where do we apply in our everyday life, you know. So how can the values, the attitudes, you know, use into the STEM competence so that be able to use in our everyday life. So let's look at the global challenges now in the 21st century. The first one is about the population growth. When we talk about the population growth now, the number of population growth now is the aging group. So what can we do as a citizen of Malaysia? What can we do? What can we help the growth of this aging population. You know, they cannot really do you know, heavy work. What are the how can we make them happy to stay in this world? So what are the innovation? You know, when I mean, of course, all of us will be in certain dilemma. Why must I share all this to the student? Or why must I bother about this when I want to go to work and earn money for my own living? You know, I already study very, very hard at the universities, but what do I contribute? But when I study at the universities, do they emphasis on this or not? If not, this is the time now. We have to reflect and we have to, you know, what can we do? What can when even though when we join work, what can we do? So right from beginning just now, when we get to know each other, Muhammad Rusdi was saying that critical thinking is important. Problem solving is important. This is it. In order to help our Malaysian and also our you know, worldwide. So what can we do when we go to the work? How can we make our company or our school or our university wow things on to face on this problem? Second one is about food security. And then as we know that we import a lot of things. We import rice. Why? We have plenty of land here in our country, but why still we have to import? And then we have to import sugar. And then we have to import fruits. Why? What's wrong with us? You know, do our climate here problem? Do we face with climate change? But we, Malaysia, we know that we're only facing two types of season. One is rainy season, one is a hot season. So how can the climates change now? Yes, it's globally. What happened? Why this climate change? When you are in the universities or when you are in school or when you are in work now, do you, I mean, we have to really look at all these situation, these challenges to make sure that we'll be able to start thinking how to solve this problem, how to make Malaysia a nice place to stay, and then we'll be able to earn a better living. Yeah. And of course, now we are excited to go about 5G. Is our country ready? We have 14 states in Malaysia. And then some is in urban, some is suburban, some is in rural area. You know, so are we ready? So if it's not ready, how can we help? How can we help at the workplace? If you are in the chemical engineer, what shall we do? If you are in the construction, what can we do? If you are in the medical, what can we do to help? So that's why the STEM competency plus the STEM education, which means the attitudes positive, like the Japanese just now, they have asking their student to clean up their school environment. They don't have a cleaner. They only come when I visited Japan. I asked them, do your mother or your father or your parents school you to clean the toilets in the school? No, they said they understand. We also understand the value of cleanliness. Cleanliness is also very close to human disease. Like, you know, if that we are experiencing not only COVID but other type of disease. And then plus we also want to come when we clean the school in Japan. They say that they work as a team. So all this team is an added value of the attitudes to the STEM competence. That's why I said there are three things we have to encounter here. One is, of course, the knowledge per se, the subject content. But if the subject content also only our passion, our the know-how of these global challenges, and then are we competent in handling this? We talk about problem solving. Can we solve when we are in this world, whether we are trying to complete our studies, or whether we are trying to get jobs, or whether we are already in a job, are we ready? And then there's economic uncertainty now. So that means when we join the universities, when we join the workplace, are we, is our mind equipped with all these STEM competence and the positive attitudes to change, to help to make our place a better, our working place a better place to work on it. Yeah. Okay. So then STEM skill will contribute to inclusive growth and business development through productivity and quality improvement, innovation, and gender equality and social inclusion. All right. So what are the STEM related generic skill? One, of course, problem solving. And then there are 6 global challenges I just shared just now. So we ask ourselves, what we have studied at the university sufficient enough or not to become a great problem solver, to become a great, can we suggest to our boss what to do? If you are a teacher, if you are a lecturer at the universities, so can you see that your student competent in this problem solving? Can they suggest or not during the meeting? Are they a follower, or they do we produce a thinker? Can we do a team? Our teamwork is good or not, and all these things. And then we have to blend with the scientific theory. Yeah. And of course, people are talking now about big data. Big data, definitely, statistic is very, very important. The mean, standard deviation, and so forth. And then we have to make decision. For instance, whether when to buy product A or product B after data has been seen, and all this we have to know. Some of you said, I didn't study this. You cannot say that. In this new global 21st century and also 4th industrial revolution, we have to equip ourselves with the knowledge, with the STEM skill, and the positive attitude. Then we'll be able to come out with a good job and the good progression career opportunity. And of course, even though you are women, no problem. We are in Malaysia, 30% top management also been encouraged to be held by the woman. So in Malaysia, we are very fortunate. It's an equal right. But the only thing is that, are we ready? Are we ready to help? We know that now the minimum wages is 1,500. But if you start off with 1,500, if you stay in Petaling Jaya area or Pulau Pinang area, it's not enough. One room rent in Petaling Jaya is already 1,500, 2,000 a month. So how now your STEM competency here, your STEM knowledge here, will be able to sustain your future livelihood. So how's that the scientific theory that have you learned, and then the problem solving that you have been inculcated? Are you ready or not? Are you scared or not? All right. So of course, that's why now through this series of talk that organized by KPT, coordinated by University Malaya STEM Center. So reflex and be brave. I've seen students successful. And then I also encourage all our students, teachers, lecturers, work hand in hand to innovate something. to produce some modules, some ideas, some, because all this while I said, oh, okay, we have to become a good problem solver. Okay, but when I give a problem, I said, I need a letter. This letter is very urgent. We need to proceed to get a grant, for instance. So, but what I noticed is that the student, the worker now, they write, they still not able to speed up their work. Even though now with the technologies around, with the notebook and everything, but what I see, a lot of people, they are very slow. They, because those were the days. Minutes, we write that, we jot down, and then after that we type, and then I think about 2 weeks ready. But now, no, we have to take the minutes on the spot. And then beside taking the minutes, we have to also digest it. What is the decision making here? What is the important way forward here? So these are all, we cannot just think, Dato, I only come to the university study physics. I don't know how to write a letter. I don't know how to write minutes. I don't know, because I just know about, I study about lights, I study about thermodynamics, I study about, all this in physics. But I got my physics with the first class honors. Sorry, even though you got the first class honors with your knowledge just now, if you are not able to be versatile, you are not able to be fast worker now, you won't be able to, you wouldn't be able to survive. Like the few slide that I show, the graduates has been not able to get to sustain or to get the job, because now we have to be quick, we have to be versatile, and then then the boss said, hey, our company has not doing very well these few months. All right, now, so as a chemist, as an engineer, as what can we do? What can we, how can we improve our company now? If it's continue like this, I might have to terminate several people. So there you go. The problem solving come in, the critical thinking come in. Even now, during the interview, this is the scenario also they asked. They said, okay, my company going to bankrupt. So if I take you, what can you do to solve my company? So you cannot just talking about, if you are specialized in construction. Okay. According to the theory in the construction, when I studied you cannot do that. You have to open up your mind now for the STEM competency with the passionate attitudes, plus with the innovative minds, with the to solve, and then how can your design thinking skill be developed here? So this is the way forward now. Even though if you are a teacher, you also have to inculcate that starting from the school level, and then the undergraduate is more challenging now. Like 3 months back in the newspaper, about 225,000 graduates jobless. Then people say no jobs in the country. There's a job. My team asking around. There's a job, Dato, they say. But the graduates is not competent, to cope up with what we are doing. So this is the scenario that everyone is, we have to back up quickly. And then even though you work in the bank, some people said, Dato, I'm going to work in the bank. I'm going to calculate, or I'm going to receive money. I'm going to calculate the balance sheet and all these things. No, you still have to have the STEM competency too, and the STEM skill when you are, even though in the bank, because when you talk about in the bank, you have to also helping the bank to generate income, to generate money. Now I've been receiving a lot of calls from the bank. They said, Dato, we have a lot of money now. So can we discuss? We want to give you the money so that we'll be able to help the bank to generate so and so, and then for the to help the company. So that's the statistics coming in, the big data coming in. So everywhere now you need STEM. So some people say, Dato, I don't want to become a engineer or construction or manufacturing or doctor or businessman or whatnot. I want to become a chef. Yes, even though you want to become a chef, you still need a STEM knowledge. Because now people are very picky to choose good food, a quality food, whether the food is contain a lot of vitamins or not. And then it's clean or not, and then how many calories of protein is there, how many calories of carbohydrates or whatnot, and all these things. So when you need to do a lot of thinking, a lot of studying, a lot of experiment, whatever you do, even you want to become a good chef. I'm sure as a successful in the studies, you don't want to become a hawker's stall there, but you want to become a professional chef, for instance. So all STEM is needed everywhere. So if you're not, this is the time to study back, to look at it again. And some also say, Dato, I don't want to become chef. I don't want to become a doctor. I don't want to become in the manufacturing construction. I want to become in esports. Esport also you need STEM, because all digital there, the programming, the admets, and you have to know. So some of you might not be able to get fully educate in certain area. You might have to keep on learning. So this is it's a different scenario now. It's a different situation. All right. So then some people said, I want to become in the music as a musician. Yes, in order to be a successful in a musician now, you have to have a sound engineer proper. You just cannot just knock the drum or whatnot, and then you nyanyi, kenapa, apa, why. You cannot. So you look at Celine Dion, how they come out with a good the program, and look at Jennifer Lopez, how, so all these things. So how they study, they even in music, there's a frequency of stems there, and now with the digital, you don't need a lot of people anymore. All this program by the digital. So the scenario is now in the world is of different. So if we don't have enough education on this, we have to we need to back up and for further of our study. Okay. All right. So expectation in STEM fields today. 1 out of 3 of technology providers plan to invest about USD 1 million or more in artificial intelligence within 2 years. This artificial intelligence, there's a lot of things in computer, vision, generated composite application, augmented software development, data analytic, and others. So when we talk about artificial intelligence itself, there's a lot of the field that we have to venture. So as a job seeker, or as a teacher, or as a professors, we have to help our future generation in all these things. And then as a graduates or going to be graduates, furthermore, all these different expectation now is challenges. And then some people might say, Dato, I'm in the social science. I don't bother about this STEM. No, even though you are in the social science, you have to know all this, or else you won't get a job. Because like now, Hari Raya times, last time we used to receive a lot of Hari Raya cards, but now people are not sending Hari Raya card anymore. All is through digital wishes sending to us. So we cannot just become a user. We have to become the designer, the implementer. So in order to become all these things, so of course the mathematics there, the logical thinking, must be there. The programming. So this is the things we have to really look at it. And then how to practice all this, to asking if something was different. We have to open up our mind now. Whether we are still studying, whether we are already graduates, whether we are a teacher, whether we are professors, we have to open up our mind to change our way of doing things now. And then don't take things for granted. Cannot. And then find problem to solve in everyday life. Then we'll be able to become a good thinker and critical thinking. All right. And then we developing future innovators. As educational institution, whether you are in school, whether you are in universities, whether you are educator, whether you are a student, make sure that the curriculum offerings on par with the industry standard. So that's why now I really encourage all our university students, pick up the internship. Get yourself, explore more things and more what's happening in this world. Even the lecturers also, even the teachers also, we have to go out and explore new things to make sure that what we are teaching is of latest, and then the student will be able to use it in the future. So as a student also, we have to challenge our teachers. You have to ask, why do you learn Pythagoras theorem here? You ask your teacher, where do I use all this theory? Where do I use this binomial theorem? Where do I use this regression? Why do I have to study this? You don't just keep quiet and copy. You must challenge your lecturer and your teacher. Then this is the critical things happening in the classroom. So because the way forward now, people are looking for this. Even now in the news, the Ministry of Human Resource is very scared to receiving a lot of thousands and thousands of agents from Bangladesh, from Pakistan, from India, from China, because they want to bring in expert to Malaysia. And our Malaysian people, industry also said they need people from overseas. Why? What happened to our school student here? What happened to our school teacher? What happened to our university student here? What happened to our professors in the universities here? And then some students said, or professors said, Dato, I'm not university. It's not a factory. We are not producing people to work, to just go out and work. Yes, I agree. But of course, as an undergraduate student or the graduate student, of course you want to get a job, right? So all this is playing very, very important. So now in the class, we have to challenge our lecturers. I really look forward for my student to challenge me. I love it because that's also make me think whether my substance that I'm teaching is of relevance of today or not. Is it the STEM's roles now, the competency is enough or not for my student? Okay. So, and then this is data from Talent Corp, Ministry of Human Resource. Yeah. if you can see that science, mathematics, and computing has been always the number one, but he has been decreasing from 154,000 something. Now 2020 data 148,000. So what happened to our graduate student? What happened to our school student? Why? Why did because they are not doing science, physics, mathematics, biology, additional maths, and anymore actively in school. Like those were the years when I was in school. The teacher really emphasized on science, mathematics, and computing. So now we have to look back at our curriculum. Don't just follow those were the days. We cannot, because this is the future. The competence of STEM is very, very important in our everyday life and also our career. And then engineering, manufacturing, and construction from 278,000 has declined badly to 245,000. So that's why now you can see how sad our Minister of Human Resources said. So many agents want to bring overseas people because the industry want outside people. They are more competent than us. Come on, man. Graduate student, we have to back up and all these things. We have to look back and then make sure that we help our country in this engineering, manufacturing, and construction. And then some people say, Dato, kerja kat manufacturing, construction ni kotor, dirty. And then up to you. You design your own clothes. What you are going to wear there. If you want to look clean, and then you design. You want to look professional, you want to wear tie and whatnot and those things. You design, you think of it. So that is a problem solving. You want to look good, yes, good, But now under manufacturing and construction, all these things, we have 3D printer. Last time we used to bring in cement, bricks, and all these things to the construction area, but now no more. Yeah, and then now the critical, as I said earlier, about agriculture and veterinary. Yeah, so last time it's only 18,000 in this area. Now it's only 14,000. So it's getting worse and worse. That's why our chicken price now rise very badly, because the food of the chicken the quality, nobody invent the good one. We have to import. Last time we don't have money to import, so the chicken is not being reared properly and all these things. So the role of STEM there is a lot in our everyday life. So if we are not have enough, so you have to might come out with. That's why KPT under UMSM Center now, we conducted this 6 series so that you all open up your mind and really think of something to do it. Okay, and then finding STEM opportunities. Of course, as I said just now, your attitude, your passion, your interest must be there. Then these are some of the potential careers like game developer, professional esport player, esport shoutcaster, tournament operator, game designer, animator, esports content creator. So it's a new game now. It's a new way forward now. So we have to back up. We have to make sure that to equip ourselves if you want to join in all these areas. Okay, this is Malaysian Airline Journey 5. Okay, so when they design all this, to say hello, travel advisor, trip planner online. So everything is online now. And then, are we ready? If we're not ready, we better quickly equip ourselves so that we can become a versatile graduates, a versatile teacher, a versatile professor. And then this can make it happen. And then I feel sad. Under National STEM Association, I'm trying to do a very good website. So I have been jumping from one a new blog to do the website to another. I cannot find the one that really look pleasant, become really user friendly. Because in order to design all those, again, the additional mathematics play important roles there. all those programming. Yeah, so this is the thing. Okay, this is what I say just now. This I got it from Cuba Lab, one of our industry NSA, National STEM Association partner. They're talking about image robotic hand capable of producing with 3D printer, so it can help people without hands or how and all these things. So in the sense here that we need people not to build robots only, but to use robot effectively. But in order to use robot effectively, we need the people that be able to design, to program all these robots. Because robots, we cannot just say, robots, pergi jalan sana. Cannot. We have to talk in their own language, the language by the these robots. Okay. All right. So I think okay. So I'll come back again in my conclusion. The future direction is that STEM is very, very important. The digitals is quickly integrating all of our daily activities. So some people say, Dato, my area, the internet is very bad. My area, I cannot get internet. So this is a problem solving lah. You have to do something. You have to design something, or you have to meet. If you have to meet a minister, go and meet a minister. Solve your area. So this is the problem solving that we are talking. You have to become a go-getter, not a follower. So that's how the STEM very, very important in our every life. Right? So with that, thank you very much. And then open for question and answer. All right, pass to you back, Dr. Mas.
Okay, thank you, Dato, for your insightful talks. Of course, I think because that's actually a broad area to be covered and everything, it's not enough actually 1 hour when we are talking about STEM ni kan, because it can go into the workplace, it can go to your behavioral science, because it's just a broader topic. Okay, so I think now I saw some question, Dato, in the chat box. All right, I think the first one from Jingwen. Jingwen, you wanted to turn on your mic and ask the question yourself, because I know you are there. Because you just ask so everyone can hear what your thought and your question, so then we can try to answer. Okay, Jingwen, are you there?
Okay, while waiting for Jin Wang, I saw in the chat by Muhammad Rosdi, doktor, saya dengar isu yang employability these few years. Banyak turnover berhenti after only 2 years or 3 months working. From your opinion, is it because the graduates nowadays have low mental resilience to withstand the workforce, or is it because of the workplace environment? Good question. Good question, Rosdi. Yes, both is true. Which is the graduates now has low mental resilience, because the demand in this, the demand of the industry now is different. That's why while we continue our daily activities, we have to explore what's happening in the surrounding, what's happening. Like the global challenges I share with you just now, that is really happening now in this country. So reflects back, what are you specialized in? If you are specialized in construction, then helping in the construction and learn further. Because whatever you learn at the university level is very early exposure. Early theory exposure. That's why now under National STEM Association, which is led by Dr. Mas, we introduce STEM internship. So come and join our STEM internship. Then you can you'll be able to become stronger in your mental resilience, because we want quick job now. Quick to complete our assignment, to complete our things. So then we have to learn. And then not only to complete our task, but we also must complete our task with a very good outcome. We know if we are coming out with the reports that is of meaningful, short and sweet and meaningful. So if we can look at our blueprint, we can look at reports organized by McKinsey or JP Morgan's, or reports by OECD, or reports by Economic Forum. So all of us teachers, graduates, or whether you are in the final year studies or the lecturers, we have to read all these things. So then when we apply for grants or for, to use it our everyday work, we are at the fingertips. Because we cannot just think and use our brain without further reading. And we cannot just say, oh, I'm already graduate, Dato. I got a first class, Dato. How come they kick me out from the company? I got first class. Sorry, my dear. The first class now is just sufficient whenever we are studying, following the university curriculum. But to become the best, we have to come up with more ideas. Keep on reading, keep on exploring, keep on attending webinar like this, keep on asking questions. And then whenever there's an advertisement on STEM internship or project mentor mentoring or project partnering with the industry, come and join. Be a member to our National STEM Association. We are here to help you. All right. And then is it because of the workplace environment? Of course, the workplace environment playing important role. But why? From where? From us. If we want to make our working environment short, coming in the morning, hello everybody, how are you today? Hey, how's the report yesterday? Can we send it today? And I think the report yesterday, it is up to us. It's how do we, the communication, like I mentioned in my presentation just now, how are we working closely with our team member and all these things. So not only coming to the university or coming to the school or become whether we are teaching something or whatnot and all these things, it's not only that, but we have to grow, we have to change with the positive environment. Then we'll be able to get it. You know that there are some PhD holders from Imperial College. Until now, Imperial College is a top, it could be number 1 or sometimes number 2 in the whole world ranking. But if the student graduates from there, not able to get a job because they only focus on their content, their curriculum at the university. But when they go to the work, your communication must be there. Your teamwork must be there. And then you must have new ideas to help your company, your working. So these is the things that the way forward. But don't give up. Keep on learning. Keep on this thing. All right?
Okay. Rushdi and Jingwan, because the intention is for us. Jingwan want to ask question, Dato. All right.
Okay, Sila.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Mat, and thank you, Dato, for sharing. I have a short question. Sorry for taking out time. Because due to the COVID pandemic and since COVID, we have limited exposure to internship or any laboratory experience. May I know how can we demonstrate our STEM skill when we want to get an job opportunity and during the interview to compete with the current to compete with the current candidate who is also seeking for that job opportunity? Thank you.
All right, good question. All right, whatever challenges given by Almighty God, yeah. So, but as a human being, we have to find ways. You remember the problem solving? There's a lot of webinars under National STEM Association, under University Malaya STEM Center, under Ministry of Education, Ministry of Human Resource. Google and look and join the webinar. Because a lot of things now is online. I love to do this face-to-face with you all, but the situation now is still endemic. But even though if endemic, what's wrong? We do online. But we can also do it with fun here. We can also talk. We can also do it. All right. And then regarding the lab work, the STEM skill, there are some lab work. You have to look at what subject you are doing. If you are doing agriculture or hydroponics and all these things, you can do at home. And then you can also do if you want to do construction or whatnot, because now construction, there's a lot of software on construction available. And then you can explore all this construction through on software to practice your ideas. Of course, the hands-on thing is not happening when it's online through. But now we started to open already, so you can explore further. But we have to learn through the digital. Yeah, Jinweng? So
All right, thank you.
still not still don't give up. Still we have to learn every day. I myself also, I'm still learning every day. You know how old I am? This coming 1st of May, I'm going to be 65 years old.
Oh.
Yesterday, some of my students come to my house to get some advice on their project and all these things. They said, Dato, why? A few more days, I'm going to be 65. 1st of May is my birthday, the Labor Day. So I give everybody holiday on that day. So, but there's no age limits. There's no need. I also learning. I also learning. I try my best. I try, to upgrade myself, to know, to improve, to share. And I really see that the farming, the agriculture on artificial intelligence you are using, this is also, you can do it at home. You set up your computer, you connect it to the plant, on a system and all these things, and then we will be able to make it wow. So that is a problem solving. Sometimes people talk about problem solving, but we don't become a problem solver. Agreed or not? So the situation is like that. So we have to solve the problem. We cannot say, how cannot lah, cannot. We have to move on. We have to find ways. So that is a skill of the problem solving. So this is the things that the employer needed from all of us, whether we are already at work. If we are already at work, we want to go for promotion. If we want to go for promotion, our boss will look at it. Are you a problem solver? Are you innovator? So we have to think how to innovate, how to innovate something in all these things. All right, Jinweng? Okay, any other question?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, got one more question, Dato. Okay, but
Alright.
I just want to add on later. We'll share just a lot of links to upskills training that you can do online and for free. Okay, we have one. Actually, Puan Aziz, are you a lecturer or you a student? Because maybe I go for the yeah. So the question is, Dato, from Puan Aziz, with the
Okay.
university right now focusing on kerja ranking or the academics are bound to dump their patience in teaching and developing better human being with critical thinking and problem solving. Whether they have to focus on writing and publish in high impact journals, masuk innovation to menang itu ini, cari perundingan, and what do you thought? What is your thought about this, Dato?
Okay, to me, ranking, no problem. Sebab apa? If you want to get the high ranking, all right? One of the point, if I not forgotten, that means you have to produce graduates that can get the employability. Yeah. So in order to get the employability graduates, we have to produce a wow graduates. In order to produce a wow graduates, we have to do a lot of research. We have to get a lot of grants and to work with industry. How, for instance, if we are in the rehab field, yeah. So if we get a grant from rehab, So we bring in our student curriculum the student that attending our class together with us in the research, and then we publish together. We come up with some innovation from our rehab grant, and then we become consultant to the states to help our athletes, because we need a football that winning. Our football has not been winning now. Laos pun kita kalah. What is this? You know, so the Cambodia pun kita kalah apa semua the football. So if we are in that, and then how can we have this? So in the sense that as to me as a lecturer, we just do passionate. We just do our work to conduct research with our student and share the data with our student. Bring our student into the lab and show, hello, now our plantation through this new way of we got something like this. So then we produce a good employability. And then from there, we publish a good paper. Not just sitting in the room, write paper, never mix around with other people, never mix around with when other people invite you to become speaker here and there. No, Dato, I'm sorry, I have to write a Q1 paper. No, it must be everything. At the university, you must be vibrant. I was very lucky when I did my first degree. I'm very good friends with the late Pak Engku, our that time the Vice Chancellor, and happened to be he's looking for somebody in mathematics to help in abacus. So I was selected to be one of his protege, and then I'm studying, still I'm doing some work with him. So I learn a lot. So so I look upon my lecturers or my to enhance. So it's automatically once you. That's why I said just now, not only coming to the university for knowledge, but as a lecturer, we also must build up the passionate attitudes whatever they are doing in their field of study. And then, of course, through that, we can co-author, we can become consultant, can bring in money to the universities and to us, because there are also some rules and regulations given by MOSTI, certain money given to the researchers, certain money given to the universities. So I think it's not chasing ranking to me, but we'll do it as a team. And then the ranking will come automatically. So I think all of us has to be open mind. Remember just now in my slide. All right. Okay. Okay. NX29 said, "Hey, by following the STEM program and receiving the STEM certificate, does it give us an advantage in landing a job opportunity or probably a higher position in the company?" Hello, my dear NX29. We are not collecting STEM certificate. And yes, we are giving you. But in this webinar, you are only just listening. You are not yet sharing your own innovation. You are not yet sharing your own invention or your own problem-solving model. You are just here a follower, like I could say. I mean, I thank you very much. About 100 people here. Thank you very much for coming to listen to this talk. Thank you very much. But in order for you to become versatile, to people to come to you, to invite you as a consultant, like what I'm experiencing, or Dr. Mas or Dr. Kalai here experiencing, people come from Singapore. Dato, I want to invite you as a keynotes. Okay, we pay you 1 hour, 2,000 USD. All right, or from National Science Foundation US. Dato, we invite you this thing. That is better. Not if I come in as a listener, yes, I got the certificate, but I don't want anymore. I don't collect certificate as a participant. I collect certificate. I collect award. Distinguished woman, international women's macam tu. So we must go like that. If you distinguished STEM's leadership award from Japan, you must collect that type of certificate. But in order to collect that type of certificate, then we have to do the sharing. We have to do the problem-solving ideas.
I want
But
to
it's
add on.
okay.
I want to add on sikit, Dato. Okay,
Yeah.
you are going to get a certificate of attendance for all these workshops, and of course we have to share your resume with the employer. But also it's up to you in order for you to showcase what your talent and what the skills that you have, because you still have to undergo all the interview processes. So maksudnya not only datang dengar, but also you have to do extra effort in order for you, kalau macam the company call for interview, is you yourself who have to show the effort, your skills, what you have done, what the the project that you have done, your innovation, finding your project, design project, and so on. So we have to work in hand lah. What we are doing now is helping. So we are trying to help, to expose to you as much as knowledge as you can, as we can lah. So NSA, UMSTEM, and other partners. Okay? Tapi but you also have to help yourself.
Whatever you have learned today, you come up with new ideas. If you want, you don't have any platform to share, you let Dr. Mas know. NSA and also UMSM Center love to invite you all as a speaker, to share your new ideas. We love to do that. All right. Okay. Nur Fazlin, doctor, sorry to ask, what kind of technology or skills that we will learn during workshop? Kind of skill here now is asking question, definitely. The kind of skill now, I mean, if we call this as a online workshop, questioning technique, and then innovation, sharing ideas. All right. And then the technology, if you have any technology or any invention from your final year project last time, or now you have new ideas you want to share, you can share, and then we can also comment. So we are here. This is it's not the end, the first and the last. We're going to have 6 more series. If you need more sharing from your side, let us know. We love to. Because as a president of National STEM Association, I always welcome teachers, lecturers, students, graduate students to share whatever you have. We love to do it. All right, next, Diana Kadir. How do we view neurodevelopmental disorders like ADHD and ASD in relation to STEM competencies and workplace demand? How exactly do we recognize whether a problem is due to personal incompetence that require personal solving, or is it due to the structural factors where the problem is beyond the individual? Well, all these neurodevelopment disorders, yes, definitely related to STEM. And then, of course, it's not only the workplace. It's also related to the chemical, that have in our body, in our brain, and all these things. So all those definitely is STEM, and all those definitely needs STEM competencies, and needs to explore more, because lately there's a lot of people experience all these neurodevelopment disorders, mental health, and bipolar and everything, a lot. Yeah. So these another good areas people can explore and venture, to help our because all these neurodevelopment disorders you cannot see. If you can see pimples, you can see pimples, but in neurodevelopment, they look okay externally, but internally. So that's internal. I mean, it's definitely related to STEM competencies. Yeah.
I just want to add on that. Yes, actually, there are a lot of efforts being done to ensure that those who are like physiological condition macam ADHD or any neurological disorder are still able to be in a fair play when they go for the workplace. That's one. But we ourselves and also the entire community, we need to help each other, and we have to be we have to be truth juga lah, because we do understand, and this is what is happening in university also, where the students not admitting that they have problem. We have to seek help. This is era where we too much like alone time when we're doing the online, too much like screen time, too much like tak jumpa kawan-kawan and other people. We need to admit that if we have problem, we have to seek help. That's the first step. We have to admit. If you don't want to seek help, like if these people don't want to seek help, like openly, just go to the counselors that been provided at the universities, or I think even the Kementerian also is providing. But we have to admit, even like myself, like I think even all of us who have like a lot of problem, we have to admit that's the first thing lah. And then like of course the others like sectors, like the ministry sectors, they are trying to prepare the workplace to be equipped that can accommodate this type of like people like autism, like learning disorders and so on. Even we have one example, one bakery is being opened, where the bakery is open for this learning disabled student. Memang the way that, but they have, and then the good thing is when we saw that they are learning, maybe they are learning a bit slow, but using a certain methods that this bakery do, they can show their competency into very nice bakery bread and so on. So there's a lot of effort doing that. But I think we all of us still can increase the effort lah to add on lah onto the part that.
Yeah. And then you whoever interested in this area, you can explore further, continue your study, and then or while you work, you also can explore this situation. We definitely these STEM competencies needed there, and it's a good job prospect also in this area.
Betul. All right. So I think it's almost 11:30. So that's going to be the last question, Dato.
Okay.
So it's okay. We have a few series. We have another 5 series to go, and this is like a knowledge sharing series. So whatever suggestion, you can always email to us and we can add on to the next series lah. Alright. Okay. So any last word from Dato before we end the session?
Okay. Alhamdulillah, I really enjoy having all this audience today, despite of Sundays. But everybody still stay. Everybody still giving thought, question. So keep up the good work. Keep up the good attitude. And I'm sure all of us, doesn't matter whether we are student, teachers, or professors here, but the most important thing is that we have a positive mind. A positive mind with a positive attitude, with a positive looking forward for a change, and then look for opportunities. Even though in the very bad situation, we have to look for the opportunities and then keep learning. As I said just now, myself also, I still learning. I still attend other people's talk and all these things, so that be able to help ourselves, our country, and then we will enjoy what we are doing, And then I always say, the more you give, the more you will get. Believe me, when you give with sincerity, as a Muslim, kerana Allah, because of Allah, as a Muslim, and then you will get a lot of things. It's not only in the cash, but it's also in other kinds. So with that, thank you very much. All the best to all of us. Selamat berpuasa, selamat berbuka, and then soon, insyaAllah, for Hari Raya. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dato. Okay, so before we end our session, can everyone turn on their camera so we can take some pictures? Secretariat, please take pictures. Thank you for joining us on Sunday. Boleh kira lah Secretariat, nanti tak tahu kan senyum macam ni.
Okay.
Okay, kita tunggu semua orang buka kamera dulu.
So meanwhile, please register at the link because we are going to share about the information for the remaining series, so you all can attend, especially to the graduates and also final year student lah. So then at least a lot of things that ada link attendance ada dekat chat box, Aiman. Later maybe Secretariat will share again at the chat box. You can click on that. Alright.
Nak ambil
Okay.
gambar eh?
Hmm.
Okay. Isi dia semua okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay. Tengok once again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Alright, thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah, we'll end our session today with Tasbih Kifarah dan Surah Al-As. Thank you very much. See you next week. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Dato. Okay, bye, sir. Thank you all.